everyone. This is a pretty exciting weekend for me. Um, a few things happened. Let me start off by saying that Monday, 7 Eastern, I believe, 7:30 Eastern. Um, my college team I root for, is going to be playing in the big game, the national championship game. So I'm pretty excited. A little bit nervous. The team they're facing is really good, and of course, you don't want to lose the big game. But either way, I'm happy they're playing there, and I do have respect for the team that they are playing. So that being said, it is an exciting weekend. Too bad I have to wait till Monday, the day before I go back to work. So I'm back from work, and last night I was switching between the another ball game, the Orange Bowl, and the Iowa caucus. And I must say, up until this, I was so worn out by the last election that I wasn't really into really getting too involved with the politics, and all the conversations on here on YouTube. Um, but I will say this: I was very excited last night that, a couple of things. Barack Obama won the Iowa caucus for the Democrats, and his speech was amazing. And just the fact that we're in 2008 now, and there's a possibility that we may actually have a Democrat nominee, um, a Democratic nominee who's black is just, amazing. And it's not, it shouldn't matter. The color shouldn't matter, but it does. It really does, because it hasn't happened before. So if it hasn't happened before, and they've had, Jesse Jackson's run, and trying to think of anyone else has run who was black, and I really can't think of anyone. There probably are a few more, but in my lifetime, the only one black person I can remember was Jesse Jackson running, and didn't really. I think Al Sharpton. Yeah, Al Sharpton too. But no offense, but Al Sharpton didn't have a snowball chance in hell. And Jesse Jackson, you could take a little bit more serious than Al Sharpton. But the fact that Barack Obama actually has a shot at getting the nomination is incredible. I had a feeling I really have a feeling. I had a feeling it was either going to be Obama or Clinton, a female. But I had a feeling that one of these two were gonna actually, I don't know if you want to call it break tradition, or you know, go where no election has gone before. And it's exciting. I saw his speech after he won the Iowa caucus, and for one of the few times in my life, I think I saw one of those speeches that is going to be replayed until I die. I've seen on video Martin Luther King speeches. I've seen on video JFK speeches. I remember the Gorbachev tear down this wall speech, but that was more, I think, posturing. But this speech last night, it just sent chills down my back. I mean, it was really one of those speeches that was just really like, it was a bring together speech. It was let's steer the ship right, and basically not this division that we've had the last 8 years or longer with the red states, the blue states, the liberals, the conservatives, the evangelicals, I mean, just wasn't a big division, like we've had. I mean, he's actually said that, let's get it all together. And I don't know. For the first time, I'm starting to get into this, and I guess it's about time. We have till November, so it's less than a year now. But for the first time, I've actually stood up and said, okay, it's time for me to start listening and doing some investigations. And so I'm going to start by investigating Obama, and I'm going to see what I can find out about him. And I know some of the things he said last night. And then I've heard other, you hear the politicians and they say, well, this is, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But, they really, in a sound clip or a news sound clip, you never hear how they're going to do it. So I want to find out what the plan is, exactly how they want to do this. How do they want to accomplish these things? But at this point, in my mind, I think that Barack Obama has my vote today. But it's a shallow vote because I haven't investigated enough to really say that that's the person I'm definitely going to vote for. But, I paid attention a little bit now and then. But last night was the first time I sat down and listened to, all the caucus politicians, all the people who were in the caucus, Republican and Democrat, and by far was more excited with what I saw with Barack Obama. It was more, I guess, refreshing. With Senator Clinton, it's it's like I didn't realize somebody said this last night, and I thought about it. I said, man, they're right. Most of my life, there's either been a Bush or a Clinton in office. And if Senator Clinton gets elected, it'll be, they said decades, and I counted up, and I was like, well, you know what? They're right. It's been like 20 years of Bush, Clinton, and then Bush. So, I don't know if anything will change with Clinton if she were to get in. So, I sort of feel like I've been down that road before. When her husband was in, there was a lot of, she did a lot of things, the Hillary Care and all that stuff. But I think America's looking for something new. And, a little less rhetoric, and someone who's not really connected to big business. So we'll see. I'll do some investigating. But anyway, like I said, this is a very exciting weekend for me. I think I'm going to go hit Stickum. It's about 8 Eastern right now. And I know on Friday night Stickum's open. So maybe I'll go do some run on my mouth there. But, for all the people that I'm subscribed to and that are subscribed to me that are not living in this country, just bear with this video. But just know that it's been a tough 8 years. It's been a real tough 8 years, and for me to actually get a little bit excited about politics again, and maybe a little bit hopeful. Hopefully my hope is not all in vain. I'm hoping to get someone there in office that will bring the world together instead of divide us. So, we'll see.